They shoved her in and slammed the steel door shut. The guards laughed as the lights dimmed. Behind her, a low growl echoed in the darkness. "Let's see how long she lasts," one of them muttered. But they had no idea who she really was. Dr. Elara Miles had once been a respected scientist, working on genetics and neuroenhancement. But when her work scared the wrong people, she was labeled dangerous, stripped of her name, and thrown into the black site called Unit 9. It wasn't a prison. It was a cage for creatures too deadly to destroy. "They're not monsters," she once said. "Just broken things we gave up on." But now she was in there with them, half-cyber mutants, rage beasts, failed soldiers, and worse. She wasn't scared. She was ready. The first night, something charged her in the dark. It was huge, skin like stone, eyes glowing red. Another toy for the grinder, it snarled. But she didn't run. She whispered one word in an old code, "Sleep." The creature froze, blinked, and sat down. The others watched from the shadows. Word spread fast. "She speaks the old tongue," said one mutant. "She knows the codes," whispered another. They didn't attack again. They watched. Days passed. The guards expected her corpse. Instead, the surveillance showed her walking freely among the monsters. One guard leaned close to the screen. "She's talking to them?" he asked. That shouldn't be possible. But it was. She spoke their language. She knew what they had been before. She had made some of them. "We're not enemies," she told them. "We're survivors of the same lie." One of the worst inmates, Subject 43, had crushed entire squads before. Now he knelt beside her like a bodyguard. "You don't flinch," he told her. "Not even when I grow claws." She smiled softly. "I've seen worse. I've been worse." The monsters began to change. They stopped fighting each other. They listened to her. Guards started to panic. "She's uniting them," someone shouted. "She's building an army." The warden ordered an execution. "Burn the whole unit down," he said. "End this now." But when they opened the doors with flamethrowers and bots, they didn't find chaos. They found order. The monsters stood in formation, quiet, focused. Elara stepped forward, eyes glowing faintly with neural light. "You locked me in with your worst," she said calmly. "You thought I'd break. You forgot, I helped create them. I understand their pain. And now, they understand mine." The guards opened fire. But the monsters didn't charge in rage. They moved with precision. Controlled. Unstoppable. One ripped the turrets from the ceiling. Another hacked the control panels. Elara walked through fire like it was fog. "You taught us fear," she said. "Now you'll learn it." One bot tried to scan her vitals. It short-circuited. Her mind had evolved beyond their tech. "They tried to break me," she told her allies. "But I found something stronger, connection." The facility fell within minutes. Not a single monster died. They shielded each other, fought as one. When it was over, they stood under the open sky for the first time in years. One mutant wept. "I forgot what the sun felt like." Elara looked at the horizon. "This isn't revenge," she said. "It's reclamation." Behind her, the survivors waited. Not as monsters. As people. They never went on a rampage. They built a refuge in the wastelands, a sanctuary where no one was feared for being different. And Elara? She became their leader. The world whispered her name again, not in fear, but in awe. "She didn't just survive," said one former guard. "She changed them." Another added, "She didn't tame the monsters. She reminded them they were human." Ilara sat beneath a cracked dome one night, gazing at stars through broken glass. They thought the scariest thing here was what they'd locked up, she said with a soft laugh. But fear doesn't come from teeth or claws. It comes from knowing you were wrong. And for those who still hunted her, the message was simple: we are not hiding. We are healing. But we remember.